It's Tuesday Eve, Tuesday prime time. I'm here with you. How do you feel? Because I feel good too. What's going on? It's tasty $2 Tuesdays. And I hope that you are somewhere, maybe about to get something to sip on, even if it's just some water, right? So, our series this week going on talking about Diddy and some of the trials and tribulations that he'll probably be facing at the end of the week. I talked yesterday about possibly I kind of, wasn't really too forthcoming with it, but I thought maybe I just can't see him getting right out. I think that he will be looking at least in my estimation, a 5-year sentence. But, who knows? So, the reason why I bring that up is because it came out today or late last night. I was reading through some of the articles and I saw that in Rolling Stone today, which I'll read to you in a second, they're talking about what the prosecution initially was asking for, but what they're, guess what, asking for now. Because, unfortunately, with a high profile case like this and everything that's kind of going on with the political climate and the fact that Comey, the initial prosecutor, the lead prosecutor on the case, was fired, and the whole mix up with Trump and how her dad has an issue with Trump and how Trump is coming after her dad now. It's just a lot going on. So when you look at it from those lenses, I mean, yeah, Puffy is rich, he's popular and everything like that, but who knows what kind of pressure that this judge has leaned on him from his superiors. So, but before we go into that, we have our raffle today. And so what's going to happen is you got to stick around to the end of the video. So what I kind of did was that, some of the more loyal people, because, we didn't get a whole bunch of commenters. We did for the Megyn Kelly one, but a lot of those people are not subscribed. So we're only going based off of the people that are subscribed. So we're actually going to do two. And the first one is going to be more for my loyal guys that traditionally, so it's about 4 or 5 of them who traditionally listen. And each one of them will get a $25, gift card, Cash App, and then the other one will be a $10 one for some of the new people who actually left comments on the page. But to be able to claim it, let me know. For those that have my number, if you do win, all you got to do is text me, because that way I know that you've been watching. Or for those who don't know or a new subscriber, it's cardtender1, like the number 1, at gmail.com. Remember, cardtender1 at gmail.com. And if it doesn't happen to come through, or you think that I made a mistake, or just put it in the comments, because we'll see who's actually watching. So that'll be done. I'll do that near the end of the video. Now, let's talk about what's going on with one Cassie Ventura. So I was going through some of the news articles and everything like that. And so this is from Rolling Stone, which is, of course, a reputable source. And this one says that the title is The Manipulator. Cassie pens emotional letter ahead of Sean Combs' sentencing. She starts off, I am so scared that if he walks free, well, I'm not saying she starts off, I don't know if this is an excerpt taken out of it, but it starts off, I am so scared that if he walks free, his first actions will be swift retribution towards me and others who spoke up about his abuse trial. All right. She said that yesterday in Emotion. 4 months after she gave a harrowing testimony against Sean Combs, Ventura submitted a victim impact statement late Monday evening, urging a judge to hand the disgraced music mogul a sentence that reflects the truth at hand that the jury failed to see. Ventura's new 3-page letter was filled with the prosecution's. Now here's the part. Ventura's new 3-page letter was filed, along with the prosecution's request that Combs be sentenced on Friday, the October 3rd, to at least 11 years and 3 months. Yeah, we rocking No Tie Tuesday here today. You know what I mean? Just to, get a neck a little break. 11 years and 3 months. Initially, I believe the prosecution was only asking, I think, between 2 to 4 years. Like I always say, you can fact check it and double check. But it was nowhere near 11 years. 11 years and 3 months. So let's see. They claim that, most times in the feds, you do 85% of your time. So let's just say if it's 11 years, 85%, that means he'd probably be looking at about 8 years, maybe 8 years. Then after that, he's done already a year for time served. So that would be 7 years. Then maybe like a program or something, because I've never been to prison, but maybe a program or something before I'm here. So maybe 7 years, 6.5 years, which will make him into his 60s once he gets out, because I believe he's 55, turning 56. So he'll be in his 60s when he gets out. But do you hear that? 11 years and 3 months. I want you to look back at some of the other videos that I've done. And believe me, it's not to say, oh, look, told you so. But, living in this country for 51 years is if you're wise, there's certain things that you can kind of pick up on, right? Just like, even though I did it the other night, don't go to the gas station really late at night because, you kind of set yourself up as a target. Don't go to the ATM machine late at night because you kind of, you may be setting yourself up to get robbed. And unfortunately, don't be in this type of situation just like I was talking about yesterday, because how do they always say? Trouble is easy to get into, but hard as heck to get out of. And now, so here we have it. Someone who was paid off, given a ton of money, and that doesn't make what he did right. If that's what you believe, that what he was doing was a lot of wrongness. But now she wants to stick it to him even further. And the thing is, and this is in all reality, this is what I feel. I don't think in my wildest dreams that Puff would even go after her anymore. I don't even think he even wants to say the name Cassie. And this is where, for me, I have the problem. Is because you won. And this is what I mean a lot of times about, unfortunately, with certain aspects of our society here in America, certain people, they win, and then they still want to just stick something else to someone. Now, of course, I didn't go through it. I'm not a victim, so I do not want to talk about what her mind state should be. I never felt that way. I did feel as though some of the stuff she was doing was of her own doing, and that she wanted to do it, and that also in some instances, even according to, once again, if you look that up, some of the people who she had slept with, that she is also pretty predatory type of person. Whereas a lot of the stuff that she's done also. And that honestly, she should probably be in jail also. But because the feds gave her immunity from being imprisoned, that, she spoke freely. She was their main witness because, let's face it, when you do all that other kind of stuff, you get the big fish, you have to be able to get the big fish on the hook some type of way. Now, they weren't able to get him on the hook the way they wanted to put him in jail for the rest of his life, which I thought was totally ludicrous. And when you have people calling somebody else a monster, all I say is that what really is a monster? When you have other monsters doing the same things with you. So I guess he's a monster and they're monsterettes. I don't know. But I'm just saying, when you have all of these people doing stuff together, and just because one person happens to be the ringleader of it, it doesn't mean that the other people get to fly all free, especially when everybody benefited from it. This is the reason why, like, sometimes with some of the guys, we'll talk and everything like that. And, even you have to be, because and we'll talk about this maybe later this week or next week, is that, even as you get older and when you're dating and things like that, you have to start questioning. You have to start wondering, is she dating me because she likes me, or is she dating me because she know I'm going to look out for the cookout? You dig? So these are things that, even men, as they get older and they start to wonder things and question things and say, hey, look, because I don't care how old a man is, he still always is going to be attracted to women, especially, if that's what he likes. And especially gorgeous women. And a lot of times the women would happen to be younger than he is. But he has to wonder because, and I'm bringing this up because Puffy was 55. He's 55 now. She's now 39. So there is a 16-year age gap. But when somebody's rich or powerful or famous, that age gap doesn't seem as bad at the time because the guy, he typically wants access to her and her body, and she typically wants access to him and his money, whether she's feeling him or not. That's the whole reason even I did the thing last week talking about, or earlier this week, I'm sorry, talking about last week, my bad. About the thing with the $1,000 steak, about taking somebody out to dinner. Because you'll find plenty of women that aren't interested in you that'll go to a free dinner. That's nothing to them. Or go to a free lunch. Because guess what? They get full. They may get another experience if they haven't been to this place yet. And guess what? You two part ways. And if she decides to call you again or stay in communication with you, then she will. And if she doesn't, she won't. So you have another situation here where she has been paid out over $30 million or around $30 million. Before this kind of stuff happened, Diddy was not even contacting her or anything, which made me believe that's the reason why the lawsuit was brought about, was because what I mean by lawsuit, talking about the civil lawsuit where he settled with her, was because she was probably, a little down bad financially. And, she probably had been reaching out to him and he had ignored her. And therefore, it brought about this. OK, you want to ignore me? I'm going to threaten to get you locked up for this, this and this, unless you come up with that money ASAP. And that's what he did. He came up with the money, I think, in less than 24 hours. But now you want to stick it to him even further. 11 years and 3 months for something that is unprecedented for people serving more than a year for. And this is what we got to do. This is what I mean about when people get treated unfairly, and even me, like I got pulled over by the cops today, but that's another story. We'll get to that too. But when you continuously are treated unfairly, it's almost no ending to it, where the unfair treatment will just continue to go on and permeate and permeate and permeate. Because there's nobody else in power that looks like you to stop it. Yeah, you can call him a monster. You can call him a sexual deviant. You can call him all these other things. But the thing is, why in the world would he be going to jail for 11 years for getting prostitutes? If you think he did some other crazy stuff, cool. If you think all this other kind of stuff, cool. That has nothing to do with this particular Mann Act. There has to be a separation. He didn't get found guilty on all of the other stuff. He got found guilty on the Mann Act, which is prostitution. So even if he's a monster prostitute buyer, okay, you still want to stay within the precedent of the courts, like his team found that, even 3 or 4 years, 5 years was unprecedented. And I get it. She's a victim. She feels scared and all that other kind of stuff. I got it. But the thing is that he wasn't messing with her before that. And I'm telling you, I highly doubt that he is looking for any retribution against anybody. Because he just, beat a whole heck of a case because he could have spent the rest of his life in jail. And I don't care who you are. I think most people would say, you know what? Even if I got to do 10 years instead of being in the jail for the rest of my life, I'll have to sign up for that right now. But, you tell me what you think. And while you're thinking, we're going to do this little raffle, okay? So what we want to do is we're going to do first. All right? Let me see. Hold on. We're going to do first. We got the names of the guys here. My loyal guys. And I really appreciate these guys because there's about 4 of them. We're going to put them in the old Moschino hat. You see, I'm not looking. I'm going to shake it up. And the first $25 Kizash app goes to I'm gonna let you see it before I see it. Who's that? Carl! Sir Carl Williams, at Sir Carl Williams. You know what I mean? At Sir Carl Williams, you better hit me up to let me know that you saw this, that you got it, because you got $25 coming to you, homeboy. All right, let's go for the second one. Second person. Jacob. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Sorry you other guys couldn't win. Cousin Kev, Raybo, you know what I mean? Love you guys. Hey, man, maybe you win on the next one. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Or maybe we could do something like disqualify Carl and Jake because they've already won. All right, now here we go. We got our other new folks here. These are some new folks. A couple of new subscribers. Appreciate you. And part of the deal was you had to make a comment and you had to be subscribed also. All right. So here we go. In the old Moschino hat. And this one is for $10. Okay. Sorry. I mean, you know, we are balling on a budget over here. 3, 2, 1. Now I know $10 isn't a lot of money, but you know you can go to Wawa, go somewhere, get yourself something nice, and remember, like I said, if you have my number, you either need to text me, and if you don't have the number, you need to go to cartender1@gmail.com. Here we go. Who's that? Peter Truth. So Peter Truth. If you, what's the name? Hit me up on cartender1@.com, and you can get your $10 prize. We're gonna pick a consolation one too, just in case. Now here's the deal too. If nobody gets back to me in the first couple of days, then hey, it goes all to the other person. So Peter Truth, make sure you hit me up. Let's do the second person. And this is just a backup, just in case I don't hear from Peter Truth. All right, let's see here. Shern, at Shern Mac. So, there we go. We've done it, and we've done it again. 2 times. So, Carl, Jake, hit me up so you can get your $25 cash app. And Peter Truth, you got a $10 one coming to you. I mean, if you hit me back, cartender1@gmail.com. If not, leave another comment. Say, hey, G, what's up with my bread? All right. And Shern, if you happen to be watching, if Peter Truth does not come through, that $10 will be for you. But I was just thinking about something. Because you know how you do like little stuff like this? And you still got to wonder, are people doing this? I don't know, but guess what I'm going to do? Live life. Don't let life live you.